What's up, guys? The playoffs just got crazy. And not just because of the game itself. During Game 3 between the Thunder and the Grizzlies, Ja Morant took a nasty fall under the basket, left the court with a left hip injury, and is now likely out for the next game. To make things worse, Memphis suffered the second biggest comeback in NBA playoff history. OKC turned it around to win 114-108, and now leads the series 3-0. And of course, Shai Q and other former NBA stars reacted live. So buckle up, this video's got drama, injuries, and wild takes all over the place.
Back iron Wallace, Jalen Williams on the dive, and look at Pippen. Look out. Oh boy. The contact from Dort, and Morant is still down. Jaren Jackson enjoying it. Dort didn't appreciate, boy, you don't need much contact when the player is that vulnerable in midair. Officials trying to defuse the situation as quickly as they can, but now the concern on Memphis' superstar Ja Morant, who is still down. Officials already have motioned that they will look at the replay to determine if there was anything extra.
Dort slips and is in a compromised position, and there's nothing on the play that rises to a level of a flagrant foul. So it is a common foul. It'll be two free throws. Two free throws for Morant.
And so nothing extra determined by Josh Tiven and our officiating crew. And it looks like they're going to help Ja Morant now, I would assume, towards that Grizzlies locker room.
But in order for him to come back in this game, he's got to shoot these two free throws.
That's right. So that would end his night. And just unbelievable turn of events. And they probably just mentioned to him about the free throws just to give them possibly a chance for him to come back. So it looks like he's gingerly going to come back and shoot the free throws just to leave the door open. But Candace, I'm not sure he's going to be able to do it. Now Josh Tiven is involved. As Morant is going to gingerly make his way to the free throw line. He is still being talked to by the athletic trainer. The officials are still talking about it. So we got all kinds of things going on here. 3:15 left to play in what has been just a dominant first half performance by Memphis. Suddenly wondering if they're going to have their franchise player in the second half.
Well, the only way to have an opportunity to come back in later on in the game is to shoot these two free throws, as Ja Morant, you could tell, is just noticeably weak on that right side.
We mentioned the ankle injury that he hurt last week. As we take another look at the scary spill here.
He lands right on that left side.
It's the front of that left hip. But all the injuries, Candace, that he's had to contend with. Remember the labrum tear last January, missed the second half of the season. This year he's missed 32 games, still at times had to deal with that shoulder soreness, that surgically repaired shoulder. As now they will get Ja into that Memphis locker room to take a closer look at him. And he is still in a world of pain. So Luke Kennard will replace Morant, at least for the moment here, with 3:14 left in the half.
Right here you see Lu Dort slips, trying to contest, and just all of his weight down on that left hip. Fouls Ja.
Keep in mind that Memphis in game 1 of this series scored 80 points. They have 77 in the first half of the first game at home of this series. They're down 2-0, but they lead 77-51 after 24 minutes out there at FedEx Forum. It's American Express halftime report.
Is that Cardi B? Wipe me down. That's Megan Stallion. Oh, it's Glorilla.
Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny and Chuck. All right, second straight night now that we've had a key player go down with an injury, have to leave the game. It was Ja Morant tonight. For the Grizzlies,
This was another accident, man. It's crazy.
oh, yeah, going head over heels over Lu Dort, who had slipped on the play.
Man, just a fluke play. I hope he's all right.
Yeah, we are still awaiting word as to exactly what that was. He was certainly grabbing toward his midsection, and while we talk about that injury, we talk about the one that Jimmy Butler sustained last night, diagnosed with a deep glute muscle contusion. Status for Game 3 in serious jeopardy, says Shams Charania.
They don't play this Saturday, right?
Best case because an MRI showed Butler avoided any fracture or structural damage. So that's the latest on Jimmy Butler, and again, we await word on Ja Morant, who went down hard there as the Grizzlies have a huge lead over OKC. And that brings us to the American Express teammates from the first half. And it's really the difference in those first two games and what you're seeing tonight. And it has been all Memphis up to this point, leading by as many as 29 and not trailing in this one. And who's leading them in scoring? Look at Scottie Pippen with 23. One of the others for Memphis.
Junior. Every now and then.
Yes. Goes without saying. All right, go ahead.
Every now and then I'll look at a game and I'll get a flashback moment. I can remember one time with the Lakers, playing against a team, and Phil Jackson came in, said nothing to me and Kobe. He said, "Rick, I need you. Big Shot Bob, I need you. B. Shaw, I need you. Mike Penberthy, I need you." And the others are playing well. Listen, Ja did his thing, but everybody's playing well. They knew they need to, at least compete in this game, and everybody's contributing. The crowd's in the game. Everybody's having fun. This is a fun game to watch because, when you think of the Memphis Grizzlies, you always think of Ja, but all the others are playing so well, and this is why they have that big lead. Now, you're playing against a young, determined team that has the ability to come back, and your main guy might not come back, so can they sustain this lead?
Trying to see which one. Let's see. Which athletic, very nice. Let's see. Do we have sustained?
No.
Well, I think there's a little hostility.
No, that's not it.
We can't have it.
No. We may have gotten rid of that.
Yeah, come on, Rob.
No, it wouldn't be Rob's fault. Probably my fault. All right.
Rob. Well,
what's your audio, Rob?
I think
My bad, Rob.
Remember when I told you when we were watching that Knicks games earlier? That's how you come up and play with desperation, like your hair is on fire, that old saying. And the crowd's into the game. Like the Pistons didn't come out like that. But these guys, you have to, when you play at home in a must win, the number one thing you have to do is get the crowd engaged. Because you don't get tired, you get energy from everywhere, and then everybody's running and gunning. So good job by the Grizzlies. Now you just got to, because I think this game is over, but man, I just hope Ja's all right.
Yes, we all do, as a matter of fact. And again, as soon as we hear something, we will pass that on. Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, energy and effort goes a long way, as we see. And this is energy and this is effort. There are certain things that I keep stats on mentally. Deflections, first to the ball. Those are the things that I pay attention to. Because at the University of North Carolina, those are the things that would get you out of sprints. So we used to have boards on that. So when you deflect basketballs, you disrupt the offense. When the ball is loose, who's first on the floor? Who's first to the ball? And that's what has been for tonight.
See, I like this point, Charles.
These guys,
Jack, I like this point.
I'm going to tell you why.
Listen, man, he ain't said it in 25 years.
I said I mentally keep stats. I do that all the time.
You ain't said that in 25 years.
Ernie, HLLAM. He lying like a mug.
Mentally.
Underdog.
Hey, man,
If you go back to this game in the first half,
stop it, man.
and you get deflections, first to the floor,
No.
And you get
you've
you
never
will
said
see
that in
the Memphis
25
Grizzlies-
years. You've never said I mentally keep these stats for 25
Do
years.
you have a number in mind for deflections?
I would say that on a defensive end, because a deflection sometimes is better than a steal. Sometimes. Because it disrupts the offense. So I would say probably 9 deflections for Grizzlies. And 3 first to the floor.
Whatever.
Perhaps Underdog can see if that number is available when we go to break. It's 77 to 51.
Phoenix Tyler's back. Hey, Glorilla, Sweetie, Cardi, they all great.
Keep it here. We'll be back.
Deflections.